Views-BBD, Fast and Furious, news that was or news that wasn't. Here we go. First good news, Hero Harley tie-up to roll out bikes. A good decision by Harley Davidson and a great association for Hero. Then it says, PMO seeks ideas to boost self-reliance. Well, it's all talk, always all talk. How do we just boost without government help? I don't know. We're all down in debt, right? This is, Sitaraman says, economy to be among the fastest growing next year. Demand revival, government's focus on infra, agri and related sectors. Words, if words could substitute for action, we'll all be rich, man. We all will be rich. All I have to say is, I will be rich next year. And she goes on to say, even if it is negative or near zero in FY21, will be amongst the fastest growing next year. Oh, let's look at the crystal ball. We are going to be the fastest growing next year, guys. Don't you worry. But while that's happening, see what's happening here. City icon that offered taste of Kashmir shuts because of no business. This is talking about Chor Bazaar. That's really crazy. Then you're saying facing credit card defaults, banks move to settle dues. A lot of stress for individuals, folks. People salaried, middle class. Good news, SC directs High Court to monitor Hathras probe. Without the monitoring of the Supreme Court, no justice. Here we have anti-CA stir meant to provoke disaffection against India. Delhi court. I think this is just sheer stupidity. A Delhi court on Tuesday refused bail to a 27-year-old university student saying vociferous agitation is in the guise of citizen amendment bill coupled with other activities of violence would show it was meant to cause or intend cause disaffection against India. That does nothing but it. You keep putting all these folks, young students in jail. But you know what's happening. Fake news. FB's controversial senior executive Akhi Das quits. Oh, Facebook's India policy head quits after row over content. Resigns after she quoted controversy for citing in a politically partisan manner to aid BJP. That's kind of sad. And here look at what's happening to the news. TRP scamster says he was paid by Republic TV, Mumbai police. Good news from Kerala. Kerala becomes first state to bring MSP for vegetables. If this was to happen in Punjab and Haryana, you probably would get away from paddy sowing, right? Look at the Yogi. Day after HC rap, Yogi says we'll send cow killers to jail. What about sending Dalit killers to jail, man? Why after the cow? Dynasty of corruption from generation to generation makes country hollow. I agree with the PM, but now the dynasty is developing under the BJP. What about this guy called James Shah, who's the secretary of BCCI? The name sounds a bell. What about the Doles? Name sounds a bell again. Getting tired of COVID. New protests loom as European tire of curbs. You have protests in Italy, protests in the UK. Crazy. What's happening here? Scindia hails Shivraj's government achievements in the final leg. How can this gentleman have the face to do that, man? He was abusing Shivraj Chauhan for almost 10 years. Grow up, Jyoti. Have a spine. Afghanistan tries to beat Pakistan hurdles to send onions to India's Wagah border. Incredible. Then you have woman shot dead by stalker, murder caught on camera. Haryana out of control. Under threat. Outsiders can buy JK non-farm land. Center throws open J&K for land sale. Gupta parties term it huge betrayal. I would be okay with this deal, right? Except why a difference between JK, Himachal and the Northeast? The same privileges should be offered there. Otherwise, both JK and especially I'm worried about Ladakh, folks. Especially worried about Ladakh. Then resist the binary. Again, federalism under threat. Center should be careful not to turn proposed law on Delhi's air pollution into a punitive exercise against Punjab farmers. And Chhattisgarh Assembly approves bill to bypass farm laws. Folks, that's it for today.